Hey guys, so jumping right in, we're gonna go ahead and put our hair back. That's if you have long hair like me. And we're gonna go ahead and use a bald cap. So for this particular look, I wanted half of my face to be burned off. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of play around with the illusion that also half of my hair is gone. So I'm pretty much just taking a latex bald cap. This one's from Cinema Secrets. I'm placing it over my head and then tracing down the line that I want to go ahead and cut. And then I'm going to go ahead and take Spear Gum. This is from Mayron. And I'm going to go ahead and start placing this on my forehead and then sticking down the bald cap. As you guys can see, I did a little hole for my ear to poke through, and then I pinned down the rest of the cap to my hair. Now for this particular burn, we're going to be using a material called gelatin. You may actually find this at your local grocery store. So I'm first taking quite a few packs of glycerin and then pouring them into a cup. I probably did about 4. And then I'm doing a ratio of 2 tablespoons of glycerin with 2 of water. And I'm mixing them together. And keep this in mind, you're going to have to put this in the microwave to melt down the gelatin a little bit. You're going to go ahead and melt down the gelatin in the microwave. However, you're going to take it out every 10 seconds for 30-second increments. So for 30 seconds, every 10 seconds, you're going to go ahead and take it out so that way it does not boil and burn. With the same eyeliner pencil that I used to trace out the bald cap, I'm pretty much just tracing where I want the burn to be. However, it doesn't really matter because I kind of go past it anyways. But anyways, so I'm taking a spatula with the gelatin that's already been melted. Now keep this in mind. This is going to be a little bit hot, so just wait until it cools down just a little bit. And then go ahead and start dripping this on your face. Now, while it's still very wet, I kind of go ahead and kind of molded and played with the texture of it by kind of sticking down the edges and making sure that it gets that gummy, very drippy, very bumpy texture. As it dries, I'm literally taking whatever's left on the spatula and kind of sticking it to the gelatin that's already been placed on my face. And it kind of pulls it, and you can kind of go ahead and take that and pull it down or pull it up and create this illusion of like melted skin and like very deformed textured skin, which is kind of pretty cool in the end. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take some translucent powder to set everything and to also get rid of the shine. This also kind of makes it easier for you to notice where the texture is for the paint job later on. Now, to first paint the prosthetic, I'm using a Cinema Secrets makeup stack. I can't remember exactly which stack this is, but I'm taking this really dark, almost bruise-like purple, and I'm putting this all over the deepest crevices of the burns using a small paintbrush. So wherever you notice that you have the deeper set areas, you want to go ahead and place this, and then I'm going to go over top using a red to get those very fleshy, very meaty undertones. Now, I will be honest and say this whole look took a whole different turn in the end, but you know what? We're just gonna roll with it, and you can stop wherever you like. I feel like this burn went like 5 million different directions in the end. However, these first few steps are very good, especially for more of a recent burn. So just go ahead and follow me here. I'm then taking my Skin Illustrator FX palette. I'm taking the red tone with a stippling brush, and I activated this with 99% isopropyl alcohol. I'm taking this color and then brushing this all over the gelatin prosthetic. This is gonna add that very burned skin texture, that very burned skin color. Then I'm gonna go ahead and take a sponge, which I pretty much cut holes at the bottom to make it a little bit more textured. I'm taking the blood color, this is the blood tone color, and I'm stippling it over the edges of the gelatin prosthetic before taking some 99% isopropyl alcohol and kind of smearing it all over the prosthetic using that brush. Now, I will say I did add some black here from the palette, but it wasn't that noticeable, so I had to add a black cream paint to make the edges look burned off and charred. I'm taking the black again and placing this on the much deeper set areas before taking more of that black and really going ham on making the burn look super charred, super burn. Again, like I said, this burn took like a whole like different direction in the end. I'm then gonna go ahead and take the yellow from the alcohol activated palette, and I'm actually creating those very fatty, very pussy areas. Now, whenever you get a burn, you're gonna get these pussy bubbles, and they look super duper gross. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the yellow and kind of mimic those little patches or those little bubbles of pus and fat before taking some more of that black and just placing it where it needs to be. Now, kind of finalizing everything with a little bit of fake blood. But as you can see, I add the blood, then I add more black, then I add more blood, then I add more black, and it was just a whole mess of just trying to figure out how I wanted this burn to look like. However, in the end, it still looked really, really cool. But like I said, you can stop pretty much wherever you want to stop. I'm actually then taking a little bit of setting powder to just get rid of some of the shine because it was a little too shiny in the end. And this also gave me a little bit more of that very charred, very charcoal, burned, crispy skin illusion. I'm then using that bright red from the FX palette and placing this on some of the random holes from the prosthetic to add more of that open flesh illusion. Gonna go ahead, wet my hair, add some castor sealer to the prosthetic to add a little shine, put on a contact lens, and that is it for this burnt to a crisp look. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, which the links will be down below, as well as whatever I used in this video. This look is actually fairly simple to do. You can even find these items at your local grocery store or party shop. And it's also a really cool way to amp up your Halloween costume if you are either on a budget or running out of ideas. This is a good last minute idea to do as well. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and see you guys next time. Bye!